Hi, welcome back to the maudifi channel, and apologies for the break in content. With a little more time on my hands at the moment, I want to jump straight back in really to one of my favourite topics. Upgrading the Musical Fidelity Tri-Vista 21 Tube DAC. If you've seen my previous videos on it, you know I think it's one of the best DACs out there in terms of upgrade potential. I've been enjoying the results of further development in my own unit. It's sitting back there. And the improvements are, they're quite remarkable. As one customer put it, it makes this 20-year-old DAC sound as good as modern high-end options. See what more he had to say later in the video. Okay, so there are a lot of potential upgrade options with the 21. So in this video, I'll walk you through the logical path and the modified stage options I've chosen to simplify the process. And now we can even lower the price for the stage 3 with a recent development. I've separated the upgrades into 4 functional blocks, from stage 1 to stage 4. Most sonic upgrades start with the power supply. Here the Tri-Vista 21 has a good structure. It's got large reservoir, filter capacitors and massive off-board chokes. But the capacitors are low quality and they're over 20 years old now. All electrolytic capacitors have a limited lifespan, and these will be at or near that. So stage 1 replaces all of those with high quality, reputable components. We add bypassing capacitors for faster response and upgrade the noise snubbing capacitors. What will you hear? A blacker background and a bit more punch. Stage 1 is a great start, but we can lower the noise floor further. Like most kit, the Tri-Vista 21 uses standard bridge rectifiers, which generate noise when the diodes switch. There are 2 fixes here. 1, we can use much faster rectification diodes, and 2, we can add noise snubbing capacitors. Since standard fast all-in-one replacements don't exist, this used to be a messy, time-consuming DIY job with individual components. That's why I designed the maudifi BRUF 153 module. This is an ultra-fast 50 nanosecond bridge rectifier with onboard noise snubbing. Stage 1.5 adds 3 of these to the critical audio-related circuits. I think it's a neat solution that's also available separately for DIYers. What you'll hear: an even blacker background, sharper attack and more detailed retrieval. Stage 2 is extensive, upgrading over 60 parts on the main DAC PCB. The resulting difference is eye-opening. Unlike a blanket component swap that you may see elsewhere, every component here is chosen for its specific function and location, and tuned through many listening tests. This means using true audio-grade components in key analog sections, which are more expensive, but truly what the Tri-Vista 21 deserves. All the NE5532 op-amps are replaced with more modern monolithic ones, and a recent development is the maudifi TV21 Op-A op-amp adapter. This becomes crucial later in the story. Finally, we address the dreadful signal coupling capacitors. In stock form, they severely bottleneck the audio. While others might use decent mainstream film caps and better non-polar electrolytics for the output, the Tri-Vista deserves a high-end approach, I think. Now, I've used ClarityCap, Mondorf and Obligato in the past, and each have their own benefits. But the issue is the physical size and the space available. The solution: the maudifi Tri-Vista 21 I/O board. Problem solved. There are solutions for other applications as well. There's the CapAdapt 70 board, which allows you to use axial film capacitors in place of electrolytics and all sorts of equipment. But here, there's a specific board for the Tri-Vista 21. It has an extra functionality which we'll touch back on in a later video. The default coupling capacitors in the stage 2 are the Obligato Silves. This is their new top-level audio capacitor at a fraction of cost of the predecessors. So what's the result of all of that? Even greater detail, clarity, increased soundstage width and depth, vastly reduced grain, better separation with a darker background. What? There's more? Yes. Stage 3 is the most straightforward though, using Sparkos discrete op-amps for a more open, natural tone with even greater detail. 6 dual-channel discrete op-amps are expensive. This is where the op-A adapters from stage 2 come into their own. Musical Fidelity used the dual-channel NE5532, but only utilised one channel per op-amp. This means upgrading with standard discrete dual-channel op-amps effectively makes you pay double. The op-A adapter allows you to use a single and a dual-channel op-amp per stereo channel, effectively cutting the discrete op-amp bill in half, from about £520 down to $260 in the UK, or $480 down to $240 US. As I say, the Sparkos op-amps deliver a huge step in openness, separation and detail. Finally, stage 4 is all about upgrading the passive components in the current to voltage and differential to single-ended and filter stages. Resistor quality jumps up with the PRP metal film resistors, which are specifically designed for high-end audio. You'll find them used in key places in PS audio equipment and I think air acoustics. The basic film capacitors are also upgraded with either polystyrene or polypropylene films. So these are the 4 maudifi upgrade stages for the Tri-Vista 21. While any single change is noticeable, combining them delivers a truly out-of-the-box 3-dimensional sound. The real transformative magic happens, as I say, in stages 2 and 3. It can be even more cost-effective if you're a DIY enthusiast. You can buy the kits specific to each stage. If you prefer maudifi to perform the upgrade for you, combined stage pricing is available. For example, opting for stage 3 includes stages 1.5 and 2. Circling back to the feedback comment we had from a customer at the top of the video, let me just read this out. This is how he put it. The unit sounds like a totally different piece of equipment. Gone is all the graininess. Gone are the digital artifacts. Gone are the harsh highs. It's like somebody pulled a blanket off my speakers. The clarity and soundstage are absolutely incredible. Noise floor is dead silent. It makes this 20-year-old DAC sound as good as modern high-end options. As a designer of audio gear, it's difficult to ask for much better feedback. And that's at a lower price than those modern DACs. If you're interested in pushing your Tri-Vista 21 even further with additional tweaks beyond stage 4, get in touch. Or for that matter, if you want to know more about these 4 stages, get in touch through the maudifi website and we can chat about the possibilities. You can be sure mine was going to be heading in that direction anyway. I hope you found that interesting, and I also hope to get back to posting content more frequently. Feel free to like, subscribe and click the notification bell as usual. But other than that, I think all I can say is thanks for watching. Take care. You'll see me next time.